So The Rock was recently on Jimmy Kimmel, and I kind of wanted to do an update looking at his physique because obviously a few weeks ago there was this huge thing because Rock lost a bunch of weight when he showed up at the Venice Film Festival for his newest movie, The Smash Machine. I am super excited for this movie. I'm a big fan of Benny Safdie. I'm a big fan of Uncut Gems and Good Times, so I'm super excited to go watch this movie. I'm a big fan of Dwayne Johnson too. I'm a big fan of Dwayne Johnson, by the way. That's part of the reason why this hurts so much because I'm such a big fan of the guy. But in that Jimmy Kimmel interview, I tried to put side-by-side shots so you can see what he looked like in one versus what he looks like in the other. Because some people, like Plates Dates guy on YouTube, were saying that a lot of it was the clothing, is that he was wearing baggier clothing in one picture versus another. I don't know if it's entirely clothing. I mean, it's hard to tell. Maybe he does that on purpose. But in this most recent video on Jimmy Kimmel, you can see that he's wearing a tighter shirt. And you can kind of see that. But then in the older video, that was from 10 months ago, you can see he's wearing a much baggier jacket. He looks enormous. To me, I don't know, to my untrained eye, he looks easily twice the size. Now, it could be a lot of the jacket. The jacket could be making a really big difference on his physique. Again, it's hard to tell. One shirt, he's wearing a tight shirt, fitting shirt, but the other one he's wearing this jacket, and to me he looks enormous. And I tried to find images that are as close to side by side as possible. But if you look at his neck, his head looks bigger. His head legitimately looks bigger in one shot versus the other. There's clearly more muscles in his neck. There's more on his traps and on his delts. Again, you can't see his arm. He just looks bigger. Again, it's my untrained eye. But then there's this other shot too that you can see, and this one is front on. And again, his neck looks noticeably smaller to me. The neck on the older picture looks dramatically bigger than the neck on the newer picture. His neck looks bigger, his shoulders look bigger. He just looks physically bigger. Again, it's hard to tell because it's hard to see physically what he looks like because he has this jacket on. And I think he's wearing, baggier. He changes his clothing, I think, to hide his physique a little bit because people do pay attention to it. But I'm disappointed, right? I've tried to look like The Rock my whole life, back from the Scorpion King The Rock to now Smash Machine The Rock. I've tried to look like The Rock my entire life. So the idea that he's now losing much weight, I get that it's probably for his health. There was rumors that he had a heart attack scare and all this other kind of stuff. I'm a fan of The Rock. I want him to live. He's got kids. He talked about his daughters in this interview. So I'm sure the dude wants to live a long time. But it is disappointing that The Rock is no longer the biggest man in the world. He's not this huge guy anymore because he doesn't want to take steroids anymore. A lot of celebrities don't want to take steroids. Dave Bautista, right? He did a similar thing. He didn't want to take steroids anymore, so he's gotten really small. We're probably going to see John Cena in a few months. If he's following the same track that these guys are following, we're going to see John Cena slim down as soon as he finishes his current run in WWE. He's going to slim down and get real small too. Robert Pattinson didn't want to take steroids to play Batman. The new guy who's playing Superman, I think he didn't want to take steroids. All these guys, they don't want to take steroids to get huge anymore. They're comfortable just being small, and people just it's positive masculinity or whatever. So I don't know. It's still interesting. You still have guys like Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth. I don't think Chris Pratt is in shape anymore. I think he's in better shape than he was on Parks and Rec, but I don't think he's ripped anymore either. I think he's still kind of fat. So I don't know. You're not seeing guys try to be ripped anymore. Guys are prioritizing their health over being ripped, which is a little sad. But again, if you got kids or whatever, I kind of get it. But I think Henry Cavill's still big. I don't know. I haven't seen Henry Cavill in any movies recently, so I don't know if Henry Cavill's still big or not. But I don't know. What do you think? Do you think The Rock was on steroids? I mean, I'm assuming he was on TRT. Maybe I know he seems a little old to be on SARMs. He's 53. I would almost guarantee that he was on TRT. I don't know if you can get this big on TRT alone because he looks enormous. But I'm assuming he's taking safer stuff. He has the best doctors in the world taking care of him. He's worth billions of dollars. So I assume he has the best doctors in the world watching everything that he's putting in his body to make sure that he stays as healthy as possible, which is why he slimmed down. It's what people assume. And people also assume that he had a heart attack or something like that. So that made him slow down a little bit too. But who do you want to see bulk up and get big? God, my arm looks small. Who do you want to see bulk up and get big for the movies if The Rock isn't going to be big anymore? Who's going to be our comedically like juiced up, steroid up guy. It might be Cody Rhodes. He's gonna be a Street Fighter. He might be like the new. He looks juiced up. He might be the new juiced up guy. Roman Reigns isn't juiced up anymore. He's kind of skinny and stuff like that. I don't know. There's not too many guys. Again, I think John Cena's probably gonna lose a bunch of weight in a few months. We're gonna be talking about John Cena cutting a bunch of weight. But what do you guys think? Do you think that there's a noticeable difference between The Rock's physiques? I think it. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm an untrained eye to this situation. I think he looks smaller. I tried to find better pictures, but these two seem very comparable, right? Because this is his most recent look. We see it very clearly on Jimmy Fallon. So I tried to find two pictures to compare it exactly. And the clothing makes it difficult, but I think he looks smaller. He looks like 40 to 60 pounds smaller, lost a lot of muscle. He's not the jacked up, juiced up Dwayne Johnson anymore. No more Fast and Furious Dwayne Johnson. Now we're getting like serious thematic actor Dwayne Johnson. But he is going to be big in the Smash Machine. That might be the last time we see him like big in a movie is in the Smash Machine. He looks huge. He looks enormous. He said he had to gain 30 pounds of muscle, which I don't know how accurate that is. Because he looks huge in the movie, but I guess, he lost the weight after the movie was shot. Who knows? The movie was shot like maybe a year plus ago, so he's lost the weight since the movie was shot. I don't know. He's gonna look like in Moana. He's gonna be in Moana next. I think he's wearing like a bodysuit in Moana. I think he's literally wearing a bodysuit. I don't think it's gonna be him. I think he's wearing a bodysuit. I think I'll double check that. But yeah, what do you guys think about The Rock's weight loss? Are you cool with it? Are you disappointed in it? Do you hate it like I do? Are you happy for him for prioritizing his health and his family and all that kind of stuff? Let me know all that in the comment section below. And if you like the glasses that I'm wearing right now, you can buy a pair of sunglasses at orleansoptics.com. Here's a red pair right here. Here's a black pair right here. We have the silver, we have gold, we have a bunch of pairs of Orleans Optics sunglasses. You can purchase them all at orleansoptics.com. Go buy a pair today. Deuces.